Right, Anastasia, hey, dobre denye. Um, yeah, listen, this is the way I do my videos, straight off, so here we go, but this is a sensitive subject. I'd like to just start off with saying that definitely my views of certain nationalities, especially Americans, and yeah, I won't get into it right now, but has got me definitely in trouble on the internet, especially. Doesn't really get me in trouble too much when I'm facing Americans in physical reality. But definitely, yes, I would have an issue, and I would judge you, yeah, on certain levels, because you're like, I didn't know you're a Russian, but because you're in America, and you're living in America. Um, and I just think the America of today is a huge joke in general. So therefore, I would, yes, judge, prejudge Americans, and I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, as you've noticed. Uh, but definitely, yeah, I'll admit, absolutely, because you probably have seen a video or two or three of mine where I'm trying to nail America to the wall. you know. But I will equally say this, if you can still stomach what I've just said already, because I'll go in more in depth in a minute. But I equally think that Ireland, my own homeland, is a big fucking joke as well. The system there is a disaster. I do also know and realize that the world in general is a disaster, and really, if people think about it logically, if they want to move to another country, there is no country in the world that is stable at the moment. you know so we're going through huge changes, so I would ask you to not please feel offended just because I would be racist or biased or whatever the word is. Again, words. uh you know Please, I mean, like, definitely hate me on that level, definitely. I can understand that. You thinking, what? That's so hypocritical of somebody called Peace and Party to actually have a slight, I say slight hate, I'd like to call a huge dislike, because I really don't hate people, you know. Uh, yeah. Well, so this is a sensitive issue and a difficult issue, and fair play to you for doing a video, and putting it out there and asking people, um, to tell you. So yeah, basically, to answer the question, and I'm only answering the question. I'm not explaining the situation. Because okay, I answered the question that yes, I have definitely, when you first came on, and I heard you speaking, um, I went, oh, because I thought, oh no. Reality, I did. I went, oh no, another American. They're probably going to be Christian, or all these categories of things that you just predict, or you think. No, you don't predict. You presume. This is the thing. I hate presumptions myself. That's what I hate. I hate things. I don't hate people. But yeah, many, many, many Americans have pissed me off because of their ignorance in general, or just their stupidity, or else their big-headedness. Like, America, we're the land of the free and we're brilliant, and I was just like, okay, when are you gonna shut up? Because that's Hollywood. Yeah. So that annoyed me, and so I have done a few videos, that I've got a t-shirt that says George Bush and Son Family Butchers, established 1989. That's one video where I talked about Americans. But one other thing is that the way I see you, when you spoke about that, when you asked the question, your video, your 1 minute and 11-second video, whatever, it was enough time for me to really be looking at you and listening to you and feeling from you that obviously that that it really is affecting you, because for a start, you don't want to be probably associated as in you don't need to be associated with a country because you are you. That's what I'll say. um, I have issues with Ireland on a big scale, and yeah, and most of it would be constructive criticism, but the criticism is extremely hard criticism on my own land. And people could say, as you know, people could say that because Gavin, you've got your problems with your own homeland, that's why you've got problems with other people's homelands and whatever. And yeah, valid point, definitely. On a level, my own hatred of my own homeland, or not hatred but constructive criticism on my homeland, and my general disgust, yes, it's disgust at my own homeland, yeah, my own people, yeah. And when we're talking about patriotism, we're kind of talking about this whole people fall under the category generally of being like nationalistic, when they talk about patriotism, like, because you're basically saying that, hey, are you saying something against my particular geographical location, and I hate that. I hate that whole idea of, hey, I'm Irish and you're Russian and living in America, and I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, this is one thing that annoyed me so much about Americans, and it annoys a lot of Irish people, to be honest with you. I wonder how many YouTubers who are Irish will agree with me, and I wonder how many will disagree with me. Bring it on, boys and girls and intersex. And transsexual, sorry. What am I saying? Well, no, just in general, just the fact of the patriotism. I think it's not healthy for us to be associating ourselves with one country forever. I think we should be associating ourselves as being people of planet Earth. And I am a person that would love to have open borders, so that there wouldn't be this Nazi-esque attitude that is created because we separate things far too much in this world. Fucking far too much segregation. Calling Barack Obama an African American is absolutely nuts. He's not African American. He shouldn't be called African American. And no brown person in America should be called African American. They should just be called, well, Americans. But I'd like to even go further away from that and just call them a human being from planet Earth, born in America. Who knows what they're going to do in 40 years. So patriotism, like, be proud. Everybody should be proud of the great things from their country. I am absolutely proud of Ireland, on the great things of Ireland. You can't, the greatest things in Ireland would be the people are very friendly, very, passionate, like, carers. Definitely, on a whole. Not everybody, That's one good thing. But I really, to be honest with you, I'd have to think for other true positives that come from my mind about Ireland. So if and so, Anastasia, I hope that you can just let that go. The fact that I have instinctive at this stage, instinctive reaction or prejudgment on meeting certain cultures, let's say. And but your personality means that you're your own world, and I like your world. And I hope that that's enough for us to continue to be friends. Yeah, I hope that's okay. That we'll continue being online friends, because really appreciate you. And I'd hate to think that you would think that I am like, for instance, I've got lots of American friends here and around the world. They're American, and they're really good friends. like really good friends. So, and I've lots of friends in America, um, and I've been to America. But to be honest with you, I don't ever want to go back to America. I mean, I'd like to go to the natural places in America, but I don't actually really. I didn't like America, to be honest. Um, it's not my place. Just like I don't like Ireland. Ireland's not my place. So my Irish people don't even have to be insulted or thinking I'm not patriotic. You know, I'm patriotic. I'm so patriotic that I'm angry with the disgusting nature of certain parts of our personal society in Ireland. I'm that patriotic that I care so much about Ireland that I'm pissed off with the way it's going and the way it's been going and the way we have been and the way we are in a lot of situations. So anyway, there you go. I'm running out of time now. Ciao.